Alrighty. Alrighty. I need to find a way to change the name or something. So, because what we're going to do is I'm going to build my piano freedom tracker. Building piano freedom tracker. Yeah, sure. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. It seems that we are live already. I just clicked live and it seems that we're live. So, okay, what is the plan for today? I am going to walk through this Google Sheet where I'm going to explain what the Google Sheet is going to be about. But I also want to show you what I've built in the past 6 months. Let me first show you that. This is a skill tree. And what I'm doing here is we're going to walk a path to piano freedom, which is here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. Yeah, I think this is visible. So the idea behind this is my program is like we have modules, we have 3 phases, 5 chapters, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 4 plus 3, like 15 modules in total. And the cool thing is that you can unlock each module by going through the program. And the idea is that when you start, you get 1 star when you have completed something. And you can always go back to the previous training to increase your score. So if you feel like, oh, my melody creation is 1 star, then you go back to the training and you have 2 stars. And then you go to the musical breathing and you train yourself and you go to 2 stars. And then you go to the jump start, or actually I changed this name already to autopilot, which makes sense later in this video. You will work on that, and then you work your way through the skill tree, which is heavily inspired by modern video games. So yeah, I will explain what the stars are going to be. I mean how the stars function, but yeah, you can basically create your own route towards piano freedom, and as you go through the training, build a stronger fundament, essentially. So let's Google the word skill tree. And let's see how it looks like from modern video games. like this. You start somewhere, and then you can choose your own path essentially, and then you can decide what you want to work on or what you want to improve. And the cool thing is that you can always go back to improve your certain thing in the first training or in the second training if you are in the fifth training, for example. So, okay, let's go back to the Google Sheet, because why am I having a Google Sheet if I also have a nice little website that can track your score? Well, you have to know what each star means, right? So every star, and this is what I'm going to work on together with you live in this video, every star equals a binary outcome or Boolean outcome. It's either yes or no. And for example, let me zoom out for a little bit, because then you can see the whole thing. You cannot read the text, I think, but you can see kind of the overview. So I will delete all the stars here because it's not necessary right now. But what we're going to walk through is the first phase, the second phase, and the third phase. Then we have the 5 different chapters: color block method, melody protocol, inversion system, expression training, cinematic mastery. I have like 50 YouTube videos talking about that on my channel. If you're interested and you're not subscribed yet, then I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel, and you can see what is my training about. If you want help with that, then I would suggest to submit in the link below. I think it is already under this live video. If not, then I will make sure that the link will be later available. But you can apply for one-on-one training with me. I currently have 10 spots open, so if you are interested, then let me know. Good, so the modules are 15 in total: autopilot, melody control, phrasing and silence, etc., etc. And every single module has 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star scores. And this is, like I said, Boolean. This is either yes or no. I can yes or no play this. I can yes or no play that. And I'm going to work on this documentation because it's not perfect. My goal is not to make it perfect, but my goal is to like rewrite certain things, to, how do you say that? Yeah, so it makes more sense essentially. So, okay, the first one, autopilot color blocks. So what are color blocks? These are my unique mechanism. I connect arpeggios to color blocks, and yeah, I have 5 different colors. This is the red color block. And why is this a color block and not an arpeggio? Because you can apply this shape, this hand shape, to almost anything. If you want to connect this hand shape to G minor, for example, and then E flat major, F major, D minor. So with a little bit of chord knowledge, you can apply these hand shapes to what you already know, and then you can play already warm with only one hand, your left hand, which functions as the fundament of your music, the foundation. Because most piano lessons start with the right hand, right? So you play like this. And yeah, I mean, that's also nice, but for me, I think it makes more sense to build the foundation before you build the roof, right? Okay. So I have explained right now what is a color block. I will also explain what is stable and unstable notes in the melody protocol. I will explain what is phrasing and silence. Three-finger technique is part of the inversion system. Four-finger technique is also part of the inversion system. In short, it means like this. And 4 fingers. And you will learn how to do this fluent across all the keys. And eventually you can combine the melody protocol with the inversion system, because you will be playing also broken chords. So instead of this, you will play this, etc. It sounds a little bit boring, but if you combine that with a nice chord progression, so let's go a little bit back to the melody protocol. This is where I talk about stable and unstable notes. A stable note is what is part of the chord. So if I play C major, the melody can be, the stable notes within C major are C, E, and G. I was thinking, because am I going to say it or am I going to let you guess? But I figured, okay, I will just continue talking. If I change the chord and I want to play stable notes only, then my right hand notes also change. So if I play F major, then my right hand also plays F major. The 3 notes part of F major are F, A, C. You always count from the alphabet F, then you skip 1, A, then you skip 1, C. The alphabet goes from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. D minor. G major. So, what are we going to do is this little exercise. There are 3 rules, or no, 2 rules. You can only play stable notes, and you play C major, F major, D minor, and G major. C major, F major, D minor, G major. In the right hand, you're only going to play stable notes, and you can only move up +1. So you cannot go down, you can only go up, and you can only go up by going 1 white key up. So what you do in this exercise, I will get to the Google Sheet, by the way. I'm just describing the context of my program. So how did I come up with this program? I had some students, and I teach them improvisation, cinematic improvisation, and I spot patterns between the students, and that's how I came up with this program. So they really liked this exercise because, yeah, it basically creates a nice song from the beginning. What am I doing right now in my right hand? It sounds nice, right? We play only stable notes. And before every chord that I play, I check if the note that I am playing also is a stable note in the next chord. So I have to play C in the C major. My next chord is F major. My question then is C going to be a stable or an unstable note? Is C part of F major? F, A, C. Yes, it's part of C major. F major. What is my next chord again? D minor. What are the chords in D minor? The notes. D, you skip one, then F, you skip one, then A. Is C part of D minor? No, it's not part of D minor. So what do? We follow the rule. If a note in the right hand is going to be unstable, fix it immediately by moving it one step up. From the beginning, because I know this is kind of complex in the beginning. C major in the left hand and C melody in the right hand. F major, D minor, we go to G major. What melody did we play in D? We played the D in D minor. So let's check if the D exists in G major. G, B, D. The answer is yes. And that's how we continue. So we move the D to E because there's no D in C major. So you play the E. In F, do we have an E? No. So we move it one up. Is there an F in D minor? Yes. Is there an F in G major? No. Is there a G in C major? Yes. Is there a G in F major? No. Is there A in D minor? Yes. Is there a B in G major? G major? Yes, there is. Is there a B in C major? No. Okay, let's go back to the Google Sheet because we have kind of covered phase 1 in this couple of minutes. So I can loop one color block 4 times in a row at 60 BPM with no pauses and consistent note length. That is basically doing this. I will not do, 4 times loop, that's fine. I'm not too, never mind. That's 1. That's 2. 3 and 4. So what we do next, we start from the beginning, and now I have completed my first star. Now I can choose to continue working on this, or I can go to the next module, the melody protocol. I can correctly identify stable versus unstable notes in C major. That's kind of what we just covered. So we go to C major. Is the D part of C major? The answer is no. C is part of the C major? Yes, there. And E? Yes. F? No. G? Yes. A? No. B? No. And C? Yes. So now I can go back to my sheet. I have 1 star here. And you see, I have unlocked the next module. It's here called chord language. I don't love that name anymore. So I prefer, yeah, I kind of changed that. So this is leading 3-finger technique. I play all 3 basic inversions in C without stopping. So what do we do to achieve that? Of course, in the weekly coaching, I will explain everything. This is kind of, yeah, the 3-finger technique on 1 star. So now I could put my first star there, but I can also check my second star. I transition between 3-finger positions in 5 keys at 70 BPM without breaking tempo. So I'm gonna change this a little bit. I transition between I play let me just improve this. I play 3-finger inversions in C without stopping. Yeah, that is C major, I should say. I play all basic 3-finger inversions in C without stopping. So in C, let's say F, D minor, and G without stopping. Then I'm happy. Like, you can play this. You don't have to play it that fast. You can also play it like this. And from F, D minor, G major, if you can do that, I'm already very happy. So let's do this 2 stars. I will quickly change this just for clarity. 3-finger technique. Two stars. And then let's define what is 3 stars for 3 fingers. It's important to to play them broken. So I can, what does it say here? I transition between positions in all 12 keys. No, that's for later. Fluency across keys. I play basic 3-finger. Let me remove this. I play 3-finger inversions in C, F, D minor, G without stopping. I will change the chords here. C, D major, E flat major, and F sharp major. So you don't have to be scared about playing the black keys, because this is all about seeing the patterns on the keyboard. So let me explain how you can get 3 stars in the 3-finger technique. I play all basic 3-finger inversions in C, D, E flat, and F sharp. That would mean this. D major has 1 black key. E flat major has 2 black keys. Of course, I will go over the fingers in the sessions and stuff, but in short, it is just 1 3 5, 1 2 5, 1 3 5, 1 3 5, 1 3 5, 1 2 5, and 1 3 5. So for the last one, F sharp major, 3 black keys. Now I have to somewhere implement the arpeggios. So I will do that in the 3 stars, I think. And also the arpeggios. Does it make sense? I hope so. Okay, 4-finger technique. I included that in the training because sometimes I use it. It's like, instead of doing this, we do this. And sometimes I use that in my improvisations. But this is not something you learn in 6 weeks. This is something that you will keep reminded for the rest of your life. Like, it's good to have in the training because, like, it's not something that you need exactly to play whatever you want, but it's good to have to practice regularly. Actually, my most favorite piano solo is something like this. From Dire Straits. I even struggle with that, so yeah. So it's good to have, right? I can basically copy and paste this. I play 4-finger positions in C major. I can copy and paste this also. I will just replace the 3 to 4. And I can play the 4-finger. I don't like the all basic, whatever. It is not basic. It's not complex. It's just the 3-finger inversion. Let's demonstrate 3 stars. I can play 4-finger inversions. So, no, let's do first 1 star. I don't want to skip steps. It's important to have the fingers correctly, otherwise you create bad habits. I actually had a bad habit until my piano teacher at the conservatory told me that I should use my ring finger. I was playing them like this, but we always followed the natural hand movement, so I had to change the middle finger to ring finger. And then the next one is also 1, 2, 4, 5. Then F. Let me zoom in a little bit. Where are we? C, F, D minor, G. So let's do F. D minor. And G. You don't have to play them this fast. You can just take your time and play like a robot. And again, you don't have to perfect this. This is just good to have as an additional training. And then the last one, let's do D major. Then we have E flat major. In certain scenarios, you would actually have to use the middle finger, because then the natural hand position prefers the middle finger over the ring finger, like this. This would be a little bit weird. And F sharp major. And the arpeggios. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay, fluency across keys. I can play a full block cycle in 3 keys without hesitation. I want to change the 3 of this. I play a chord progression in 3 keys. And you train this with the inversions, I think. I play a chord progression in 3 keys. So what I mean by that is that you can play a certain melody in any key. I can play a chord progression in 3 keys. Let's do it 2, because I want the 1 star to be accessible. Then the same cycle in 5 keys, and then the last one in 12. 2, 5, 12. I think that is okay. I play in 5. I don't really care about mistakes. When you play with mistakes, I always play with mistakes. The goal is just to move that mistake threshold just a little bit higher. So if you play a mistake, you don't have to punish yourself for playing a mistake. That's always okay, especially in improvisations. Well, that's my opinion, I guess. Okay, so the next phase is expression training. The first one was, I call them the core foundations. It's not in this sheet, but it's combined the color block method, melody protocol, inversion system. Yeah, let me just check. I am streaming right now for 34 minutes to see if everything is fine. Yeah, let me just check. I'm streaming right now for... Okay, it seems to be okay. Just a quick double check. Expression training. So we have speed control, dynamics control, Ocean's wave method, and the emotional arc structure. To explain that, speed is the difference between this dynamics dynamics is this and this. Sorry. It's very tempting to play loud and then automatically play faster, but I want to emphasize the difference between soft and loud. So let's do that one more time. Ocean's wave method combines the two. So I imagine a wave that goes like this. Like in life, we have vibrations. It doesn't really matter which metaphor you want to connect to it, but I like to use the wave of an ocean. And if you imagine the ocean being calm, I would imagine that like this. But then when there is a wave coming, you want to increase the speed and you want to increase the dynamics. So then we are at the highest intensity, and then the idea is to go backwards again. Okay, and the emotional arc structure, how do I explain that? It's like a pyramid. So we have like this wave, but inside this wave there are also tiny waves. So inside the color block I already make a certain wave. So if I would play it like a robot, one color block, 8 notes in total. And if I play it together, if I play it with the ocean's wave inside, so I change dynamics and I change speed very lightly. Then you can apply that to a second color block and you create then 2 waves. And if you do that over 4 color blocks, then you have like 4 tiny waves. But then the key of the emotional arc structure is that inside these 4 color blocks, there's also 1 wave covering those 4 chords. And then when you have 4, and then 8, and then 16, 32, you have like all these different waves on top of each other, stacked on top of each other. That's kind of the idea behind it. So how are we going to make that measurable and binary and Boolean? By creating and following this skill tree reference sheet. So the thing is, I smell downstairs there is some food ready. So I am going to stop this live video right now. I will get back to this. I don't know if it will be a live video. This was kind of spontaneous. But there's a big chance that I will do the next live inside of my school community because there's a live feature there. I actually clicked the live button pretty random and accidentally, so I figured, okay, we'll just continue doing this. And yeah, so hopefully it was helpful and usable. And yeah, in that live video I will just go through the expression training and the cinematic mastery, because I think I can shape some of the words here to make it a little bit more clear. But going through really quickly through the cinematic mastery, ear training is basically intervals. So if you close your eyes and I play this, I want you to hear that that's a major third, and I want you to hear that this is a minor third. Or the difference between this and this. In the end, you will be able to hear what is the exact distance between that. We connect songs that we know from it. For example, this is the half step, and this is the full step. And the half step is always this from Jaws. That's how you can recognize it. So if I play it in any key or a different key, but if I play this, I want you to recognize that this is a full step, not a half Jaws step. So we connect a different song to that. That's the song that I know. This is the full step, etc. So ear training, we are going to identify intervals and chords, major, minor, augmented, and diminished. But that sounds a little bit complicated right now. I don't even know if we will go over augmented and diminished. I don't use them too often. They are beautiful when used in a good context. Atmosphere building will be the difference between this and this. You hear? So we use the ocean waves method there in order to make these notes, these single notes, just one note, to make them engaging, to make them cinematic instantly, to make them nice. And yeah, in beautiful chords you will be able to, beautiful chords, like there are so many possibilities. We have major, minor, and so many combinations to make with that. It will come down to a big overview of what is possible. And if I would be playing something right now, like what are nice combinations, the first thing that pops up is C major and F minor or something. And then G sus4. or like special chords. Like if you want to create this Disney ending, then we always talk about these chords. Like the end of a movie. Or if you want to take that to the next level and add a modulation. Or even modulating into the eternity, so the people listening to you will get annoyed. Okay, well, let it go. Yeah, there's so much possible there, and to make that measurable, I will have a hard time to make that measurable and Boolean. I can play a beautiful chord progression. I choose chord inversions intentionally during a 2-minute improvisation. I can switch chord progressions and modulate to any key. Well, it's kind of hitting the things that I want to teach you, but I think it can be described a little bit better. Cinematic solutions, I correctly match one mood to one provided texture. So yeah, like if you want to play mysteriously or comedy or dramatic or Hans Zimmer or John Williams or James Horner, like you will connect a certain mood or yeah to a certain cinematic outcome. I choose appropriate textures during a guided scene exercise. I translate a described scene into music in under 5 seconds. So you kind of become, you will sound like a composer, not really someone who just play the piano. You will come up with your own things, write your own music, and piano freedom is of course the ultimate goal. I can perform 15 minutes of uninterrupted background play, 30 minutes and 1 hour without cognitive fatigue. Yeah, I also want to use a little bit more simpler words there, so but it kind of touches the thing I want to teach you. Because that's where it comes from, right? If I play right now in a restaurant, I can just sit and play. I don't have to be inspired. I can just think about this training that I have implemented myself and to students. They will, yeah, be playing in restaurants and for themselves, whatever is the outcome that they want. So again, this is heavily inspired by skill trees from modern video games, and I believe also from the old Greek mythology. And then we work our way to piano freedom. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully join the school community if you want to not miss the next live where I'm going over the expression training and the cinematic mastery. And book a call if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and let me find out how to stop this stream. So yeah, actually, now that I'm screen sharing, I will just quickly demonstrate how the school looks from inside. This is what you see. I just updated this picture today. I'm not sure if I will leave it there, but it kind of describes the thing that we're talking about. So the old way is reading with notes. I was really slow at reading notes. I've done it for 10 years, and like from the age 7 to 17 kind of, and then the next 10 years I started to play by ear. And this is how I feel. Like, you can express yourself directly. You can also do it with sheet music, and sheet music is great. Like, there's nothing bad about sheet music, but for me it didn't work. And if people want to play the piano, I feel that the only path presented by piano teachers is by reading sheet music. And I think that's not true. I think you can actually use your ear, but play in a way that it always sounds nice. So definitely in the piano lessons, what is good is that you train your finger dexterity. Anyway, I was closing the stream. This is what you will see as well. Create your own songs and play with friends. So there's a yellow button here when you click this, and then it says join group. You create an account, and then you will see the classroom. It's going to be updated soon. I can give you a brief glance of that right now. So this will be the free training, and this will be the one-on-one program with me. But right now what you see is this. Start here, the games library. From Secret Piano Games. The color block method is where you can see the training. You can submit your own homework. This is like the free course. You can see the yellow block, the green block, the red block, the blue block, purple block in slow, medium, and fast speed. Then in the second week you can learn different color block progressions. If you want that a little bit faster, you go to the next one. And then you can train yourself. Then you learn your first song. I will zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so I've worked on that since the past 2 years. I have some how do you say that? Like some songs in here that you can study. Improvisation course. Earn money. Which is basically, yeah, my advice if you want to play in a restaurant. And it follows kind of, yeah, everything I've learned in the past 15 years to make money with playing in a restaurant. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video again, and yeah, see you in the community.